If you feel that February slipped out of your hands and worked very fast, don't worry about it. March is here for you. Another chance, another opportunity to get back to winning 2025. And this video is going to help you to do just that. It's going to give you the tips and the tricks that's going to help you to make sure that March is a month that you are proud of. This video is divided into 3 parts. One, we're going to be reflecting on the last month. We're going to be setting goals for the next month in the second part, and in the third part we're going to be sharing tips and tricks that would help us to work towards the goals that we have set to make sure that the year goes right and this month particularly goes amazing. So sit back, get a glass of your favorite drink, and let's go. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Toby Achidime, and here on this channel we talk about topics, tips and tricks that will help us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in videos like that, then sit back, relax, get a glass of your favorite drink, and let's get into this video. So we're getting into our March reset, setting goals and planning for a productive month. Starting off with part 1, let's reflect for a few seconds or a few minutes on the month of February. Although we're always worried about looking back and being dragged by whatever it is that happened in the last month, in this case February, one of the most amazing and powerful habits that you can have and build for 2025 is your ability to reflect on what happened in the past, so that going forward you know what you need to do better, what you need to learn from the past, and what you need to implement in the future. So we're going to reflect on the month of February. What were you doing in February? What were the goals that you set and achieved in February? What goals did you not achieve? Why didn't you achieve those goals? You want to look at how the month went for you, the places that you were able to execute the goals that you set for yourself, where planning worked, where planning didn't work, what actions you took that made planning work and made execution possible for you. You also want to ask, what steps did you take and how did you take them? This you're doing because you want to have a better next month. You want to have a better March in this case, so that your March is not something that you are again reflecting on and thinking it went by too fast when you get to the month of April. And in asking these questions, you want to do this reflection spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and even in your career or business if you have any of those things. Because you don't just want to reflect as a whole or in just a vague way. You want to be specific in your reflection so that you know what exactly you need to do better going forward in the different aspects of your life that you want to pursue goals or purpose or ambition for in 2025. So for example, with me, the goals that I was able to reflect on was successfully launching my Bible study guide, which if you haven't gotten it, you definitely should check the description bar so that you can get your copy. It's now available on Amazon. So that is a win that I had in the month of February. Did I face challenges in the month of February? Absolutely, yes, I did. Because for me, February was the period where I was trying to get back to the routines that I had had for myself prior to the holiday season. I did not know that getting back to routine after the holiday messes up with your routine is going to be a difficult task. Maybe because this is the first time I'm experiencing it in that way, but yeah, it was a challenge, but I was able to win the challenge. Yay me. So with this challenge, getting back to it, was it easy every day? Absolutely not. There were days that was more difficult than previous days. There were other days that were way better than previous days, but what was important was that I did not deter from doing what I needed to do. So for example, if I set my alarm for 6 a.m. and I do not wake up by 6 a.m., it doesn't stop me from setting my alarm for 6 a.m. the next day. I'm going to keep setting that alarm for 6 a.m. until I get up at 6 a.m. or the day that I get up at 6 a.m. So I did not give up on trying to get back to what I knew was going to work for me or what was going to help me to win the month. I kept at it and then finally succeeded at it. So challenges are going to come, but what is important for you to note is that you don't give up on your challenges because they're supposed to help you be better. So now if I want to wake up at 5 a.m., I know that if I am consistent with setting my alarm for 5 a.m., I am able to finally one day get to the point of getting up at 5 a.m. One of the things that I learned in the last month is to not assume what people think or what people are doing, or assume that whatever it is, the actions that they're putting out is coming from a bad place or a good place until they tell me where it is coming from. So I learned that in the month of February, because a lot of times you just find yourself assuming why somebody is doing this or why somebody is acting in the way that they are. Sometimes it's not about you, it's just them. but you need to stop assuming that it is about you, or guess that you know where it is coming from if they have not categorically told you that. Leave your assumptions to yourself if you don't come out to tell you that. That's another thing that I learned in the month of February. So don't be afraid to reflect on the month of February. Don't be afraid to reflect in the past at any point and any season, because you're going to be learning from it. And 3 important questions I'm going to say you should ask yourself is: 1, what were 3 wins that I got in the month of February? Or what were 3 wins that I got in this past? What were 3 losses that I had, or 3 challenges that I had? And why did I have these challenges? The third question is: what are 3 things that you're grateful for? Because as much as you think that the month ran by, there are things that worked out that you should be grateful for, but you're going to only remember those things if you reflect on the month. So you want to give yourself a few minutes to think about it. Get a journal about it. What were 3 things that worked right for me? What were 3 challenges that I had, or obstacles that I had? And what are 3 things that I'm grateful for in the month of February? Now let's head to part 2 of this video. What are the goals that we are setting for the month of March? I always advise that you set your goals in different categories or different sessions. So you could have your spiritual goal, your emotional goal, your mental goal. You could have a physical goal. You could also have have I said physical goal? If I haven't said it, then a physical goal. There are other goals that you can set. So for example, career people can set career goals. Business owners can set business goals. You can set relationship goals. You can set academic goals. You just want to be specific in the sessions or categories of goals that you want to set, and also be clear in what you want to set in those goals. So for the month of March, since we're giving ourselves the flexibility of working for the rest of 2025, we could focus on 3 major goals. I would advise that you focus on your spiritual goal, you focus on your health and wellness goal, and you focus on your personal development goal. Why have I suggested this one? Because I honestly believe that with these 3 goals, if you are right on these 3 footings, then you're going to be right on all other footing, because they just kind of ease into making every other aspect of you better and work better and finer. So let's look at these 3 goals. What are we setting in these 3 goals? Starting with my spiritual goal. In the month of February, the Bible passage that I focused on, the book of the Bible that I focused on was the study of the book of James. And I studied this with different Bible plans on the Bible app, and also personally, because it was interesting to just see how people could read the Bible and just pick out different aspects of it that ministers to you in different ways, even if you're looking at the same verses of the Bible. So I did that. But for the month of March, what I'm studying is the book of Judges. Now, why am I studying the book of Judges? Studying the book of Judges is because I want to see how the judges of Israel were able to rule and make sure that these people that were always falling off track got back on track. I think it's an interesting book to study, and so I'm going to be doing that. So what goals can you set for yourself spiritually? You can decide that you want to pick a book of the Bible to study this month. You can also decide that you want to pray at a particular hour every day for the next 30, or how many days do we have left in this month. You can decide to do that. You can decide that you want to prayer journal every day. There are so many spiritual goals that you can set for yourself. You can engage in fasting and praying 1 day of the week for the rest of the month. It's an exercise that's going to help you to be focused on not just growing in the sense of physicality of it, but also developing your spiritual health, which is very, very important. If you don't know where to start from with your spiritual goal, I would advise that you start from a book of the Bible study. And I have the best one for you, the Gospel According to Luke. It's an interesting Bible study guide that I have recently just launched, and I know that it's going to be a blessing to you. It's been a blessing to other people, and I'm very sure that it's going to be a blessing to you. You can get it on Amazon now, and check the link in the description bar. Moving forward to our health or wellness goal, one or some of the goals that you can set for yourself in this aspect of you or category of goals is you want to go for daily runs or 3 times in a week run. You want to stop eating rice, you want to cut down on sugar, you want to, whatever it is, you want to be intentional about what you put inside of you, because it's not just about what people see outside, but also what goes on in the inside of you. You want to check that. So this type of goals helps you to improve the workings of your body from inside out and even from outside in, if there is something like that. Now, personal development goals. Personal development goals are the icing on the cake, on the cakes that we are going to eat, because personal development goals, they help you to improve yourself personally. And I honestly believe that if you are a person that consistently or constantly works on being a better human, it's going to rub off on any other thing that you want to do. And so examples of goals that you can set for yourself here is to read personal development books. engage with content on personal development on YouTube, on wherever platform it is that you're comfortable with. And engaging in this content means that you're engaging with people that you know that what they say is what they do, not just for the gram or for the likes and subscribes or whatever it is. It could also be you learning a skill, getting new knowledge, improving on the knowledge that you have. You're intentional about making sure that who you were last month is not who you are this month. You're constantly growing yourself because you want to be the best version of yourself. Whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like, then you want to make it a goal that you are constantly and consistently working on in this month. Something important I'm going to say is that with the goals that you set for yourself, you want to make sure that you can measure them. There are metrics that you can see to say, yes, I'm doing what I need to do, or no, I am not doing what I need to do. You also want to keep it simple, not simple in a way that doesn't challenge you, but simple in a way that you're not overwhelmed by the goals that you want to achieve in the month to the point that you don't even work on it or you don't work at it at all. So you want to make sure that these goals are measurable. You also want to make sure that these goals are goals that you can commit to, and the stretch that you get from it is a stretch that you can be comfortable with. Now to the part 3 of this video, we're going to look at 2 major tips that's going to help us to achieve all that we want to achieve in this month of March. And number 1 is that you want to set 2 to 3 major goals or 2 to 3 major tasks per day. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. People assume that when you have a long to-do list, then it means that you are productive. Sorry to say, or maybe not sorry to say, but that is not true. If your list is long, it means that you don't even know what you want to do. It means that you are not organized to the point of knowing where you want to start from per day. So if you want to make sure that you win every day, then keep your list short. Not short that you are now saying wake up is a to-do or brush your teeth is a to-do. It means that the major goals that you have set for yourself per day, they are no more than 3. So you can focus on it and you can spend enough time to make sure that you see the results that you want to see. That's number 1. Set goals that are no more than 3 per day. Number 2, time blocking, but you're time blocking with a purpose. You're not just time blocking because you just feel like it or people say it works or anything. Time blocking helps you to block time, schedule time in the way that you're able to focus and commit on these major tasks and goals that you have set for yourself in the time frame that you have set for yourself. So you know that there is a particular time that you're at work, there is a particular time that you need to focus on doing other things. You want to block time so that in the time block that you have set for something, that is what you're doing. And when that time is up, you're moving to the next thing. This is going to help you to achieve more sustainability or consistency with the goal that you have set for yourself. But it is also going to keep you grounded and focused. It reduces distraction because you know that when the time is up, then the time is up. And a bonus point for this is that you want to engage in habit stacking. So what does this mean? It means that when you do something or when you want to do something, you're able to stack it with something that you already are going to do in the day. So for example, if one of the things that you want to get to doing is waking up early, you want to say once your alarm gets off, you're getting out of bed immediately. Or you want to say that once you get out of bed, you're making your bed immediately so that you don't go back to bed. You're stacking your habits with things that you can easily group together and that you're able to do in the same time frame. So you don't have to walk around for a long time to do the next activity. It's all grouped together and just there. Before I sleep, I'm going to read a book. So that means that the book is by your bedside. And so once you get in bed, you're picking your book to read. Habit stacking is another bonus point that is going to help you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve in this month of March. So with these few points of mine, I hope that you're going to implement some of these habits, some of these points, some of these tips, and make sure that this month, and even if you watch this video any other month, you know that you have the tips, the background to have a next beautiful month or a beautiful next month. I hope that this video helps you. Please let me know if it does. Share with your friends and family. Do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till next time, bye.